Tim Peters and Money Talk here. Back at you with another video. And this is something I've been thinking about for a while. And that is the VR. Is VR the future? What is VR, for example? What is it? Virtual reality. So you're probably wondering why I'm talking about VR in the Money Channel. I mean, I'll get to that. When we think VR, you're probably thinking people that play games, but I don't believe that it's going to be just gamers using VR. I believe that teachers will use the VR headset. Let's take medical students, for example. They could use this VR set, and they could be like a stimulation of the human body that they have to operate on. I mean, it would be good practice for them before they get to the real thing. Now we hear how people are getting jobs from the internet, working from home. I believe that VR world might be something similar. There may be a point where people go to school in the VR world, and people have jobs in the VR world. Maybe, man, I was just thinking of something. What was I thinking about? A job that people might have in the VR world. Oh yeah, fitness instructor. Maybe you're probably wondering how would that work in the VR world? Well, when you put the headsets on, people have like avatars, and maybe the avatar can help them, help the person with the fitness. All that avatars gonna have to be like close to human as possible. So that's a possible job people have in the VR world. I mean, there's so much in the VR world that could happen. Some jobs that don't even exist now could suddenly exist because of the VR world. You might have that one person in VR world that could pretty much do some upgrades on your virtual home or whatever. Or maybe they could upgrade your avatar. I mean, there's so much jobs that happen in the VR world. So I believe that VR is the future because the internet. I think VR is pretty much going to be what the internet was in the 90s. It's going to start off in the low phase. Let's say the internet. When the internet first came around, I know the internet was around in the 90s, but it came out in the public in the 90s. It was garbage. Here's two things that would happen whenever I was online. If somebody tried to call me when I was online, they either couldn't call me, they would say the line was busy, or they would knock me offline. I mean, that was not fun. But over time, the internet got better and it got faster. Because I remember when I was in junior high, it took forever to load online. I would literally click on something. I'll walk away. I'll walk to the refrigerator because I knew it was going to take a while for a load. Now the internet is just so freaking fast, it's ridiculous. And I believe that VR world is going to have a similar fate. Back then, hardly anybody had jobs on the internet back then. And I believe it'll be the same for the VR world. Right now, if you don't have any jobs in the VR world, but over time, jobs become available in the VR world. Some people might actually pay to have like a psychologist in the VR world. Hey, it can happen. People, what people are willing to pay, I mean, you could do it. If people are willing to pay it for it, that could be your job. So that's basically all I'm going to go over today. So you think VR is the future? If you think it has a future, I mean, let's leave comments. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. That way it helps me in the YouTube algorithm. I mean, VR does sound pretty exciting. I mean, it could help you fly a plane, probably. Yeah, that's another thing I could probably help you with. It's like stimulation for an aircraft. It could help you with that, possibly. So maybe people that are like future pilots, they'll have to go through that program. I can see it all happening. So the future is within us, man. It's coming right in our eyes. With that being said, have a good day. Bye for now.